Emily and Isaiah, I'm sorry, I need to kick you guys out. As much as I love you guys and you guys are wonderful, I'm kicking you out. You guys have to go to the cafeteria and do the search. I don't want to lose you.
What's mine?
It is out of my control. Huh?
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna start feeling so hard.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
All right. And I'm sure that if Mr. Ogle will chase me down if I don't get you guys there. Have a wonderful time. Try your best. That's all I ask. Try your best.
I guess I'm going yesterday.
Okay. So easy peasy. Which island is better for biodiversity? Is it A or is it B?
B.
Why?
Because it's bigger.
Okay. Why is bigger better?
More resources.
Excellent. Any other reasons? Virtual, you can answer too. Why is bigger better when it comes to islands?
Because there's more space.
More, absolutely,
Oh,
right?
nice.
Because you can have. What other things does it have a potential of having?
More resources.
More resources and more microclimates, right? So you can have more variation in your habitats that are there. By having those microclimates, you're able to really boost your biodiversity. Okay. Now, I know what we're going to do is going to be a little confusing, so I need you guys to fully 100% concentrate. All right? So, what we're going to do is we're going to take our data that we created yesterday,
What data?
the data from our.
I wasn't in class yesterday. I was doing so.
I wasn't here yesterday.
So, you guys have homework tonight.
Is it the
Is it the one thing that you posted yesterday that I was doing today?
this thingy?
Yep.
Yeah, I did most of that.
Okay.
I didn't start it at all.
Okay. So,
I did most of
what I want you guys to go to remember right here, for those of you confused at all, human impact and the habitat fragmentation activity. All right, remember, we use this to generate our data that we put into our Google Sheets. So your Google Sheets is going to look kind of like this. You're going to have more information. I just kind of created one early this morning, so we have data to look at. So what you're going to do, all right, is you're going to look at Island 1, and then you're also going to be looking at Island 2 and the different ways that we changed it, okay? And you're going to be averaging your data, all right? So before we get into this any further, I know the vast majority of you remember how to average very well. But what I want you guys to, for those of you that it's been a minute, I want you to remember that when I'm looking at my average size for my island number 1, I'm going to grab this, and this. So I have 3 different trials. So I'm going to have 3 different numbers. So I'm going to add those guys up together. So I'm going to add 8 plus 8.9 plus 8.2. And then I'm going to divide all of those guys by how many I have, which is obviously 3, because I have 3 trials. And that will give me my average. My average is right here. If you are a Google person and you want the computer to do it for you, all you have to do is say equal average and then click on the cells and it will do it for you. Or you can do it by your calculator. I don't care which way you do it, whichever way you can get there. works for me. I don't care if you do it by hand, but I don't like to do long division. So you're gonna find the average, all right, for island 1. I also want you to find your average, the averages for island 2 and the rest of them. So you're gonna look at this cell, and this cell, and come up with your average. You're gonna come up with the averages again. Oops, I put this data in the wrong spot. Oh, forgive me, let me copy this in the correct place. That way there's no confusion. And then right here, you're gonna do the same for when you change your island size and distance. All right, now once you've figured out your averages, you're gonna put that information into this new Google form. That Google form is gonna ask you for your data right here, and then you're going to submit it, and it's gonna pop up right here. So we will have everybody's data, so we can look at our class data. We'll have large amounts of data so that we'll be confident in our numbers. So I'm gonna give you guys like 5 minutes or so, get your averages and input them. Virtual people, do you have any questions?
Wait, I did not see the average thing.
No, I put it in there myself so that you guys, I don't care if you handwrite it, I don't care how you find the average, how you write it down. All I want you to do is give me the average in this Google form. Yeah, I just put it on there so that you guys would kind of have a visual.
Wait, Miss Kim, how are we supposed to like find that like stuff for that?
For all of these guys,
Yeah.
that was yesterday's stuff. We went into that, hang on, let me just finish this. So we went into the simulation that was right here. And we generated all of the data by running our experiment. Remember when we were doing this?
No, it wasn't like Excel.
Yeah, that's right. So, anyway, you are gonna be kind of behind the 8 ball. I do want you to generate your data so that you can see what's going on. But I want you to, you'll be able to use the class data for writing your CDR.
Wait, how do you figure out the average?
You add them all together and divide by 3.
I want what's in.
All, so here, if I'm trying to find what the island 1 is, I have my island 1 the first time, island 2, and then island 3, or trial 3 is right here. I add all those 3 together, and then divide by 3 to give me an average of 8.37.